Go. Alright. Okay, let's go over the tile list here real quick. Starting at the back, we've got a 4-man Pathfinder squad with a pulse accelerator drone, and they are in a devilfish. To the right of them, we have 6 fire warriors, down 6 fire warriors, 12 fire warriors, another 12 fire warriors, and in the middle we've got 3 double missile pod suits and the commander. The commander has the command and control node, pure tide chip, system jammer, and multi-spectrum sensor suit. So he's all ravened out. And then the squads up here in the front, we've got a 3-man crisis suit team with 2 double fusion and a double plasma. 2 of those guys have target lock and 1 has early warning override. We've got broadsides with heavy rail rifles. And they all have they have 2 with target lock and 1 with their early warning. We've got a Riptide, still putting it together, still getting it painted. He's got the Twin Link Fusion Blasters, Ion Accelerator, Velocity Tracker, Early Warning Override. And we've got 4 more Pathfinders over here. And we've got 3 of them with rail rifles. And that's it for Tau. It's 1,500 points. Sounds like a lot, but let's see how it does. Alright, on to the Dark Angels
list. We'll start right here. We're doing Azrael. Yay, Azrael! He's going to be rolling with an IG Blob Squad of goodness. This is my first time playing with IG, so I'm going to see how it goes, see what I think about it, and that'll determine whether I actually want to do this IG Blob Squad anymore or want to do IG at all anyways. In this IG Blob Squad, there's going to be 1 Melta per platoon detachment, so that's 4 Meltas. Over here we have a platoon command squad to give them first rank fire, second rank fire, move, all that wonderful good stuff. Lord Commissar for the HQ. Over here we have 6 bikes, 2 Meltas, which will be each of these plasmas right here. Same thing over here, 6 bikes, 2 Meltas. Proxying a little bit over here, got a 5-man squad of Terminators, Thunderhammer Storm Shield, and Cyclone Missile Launcher, and same thing over here. Okay, so that's the Dark Angels list, and we'll be back for deployment and all that.
Alright guys, so we got the table set up. Here's a quick overview of the table. Hammer and Anvil, and Big Guns Never Tire. So we went ahead, I deployed up here on the line. We've got our rifles, Fire Warriors, Plasma Fusion, bunch of Fire Warriors over here, missiles, broadsides, and Riptide. And then the other Pathfinders are in reserve to outflank. And the Dark Angels went ahead, deployed the blob here. Bikes went ahead, scouted up. He's got a Predator, he forgot to mention, in the back here. And
cheater.
I believe you're doing Deathwing Assault, right? With the Terminators? Alright. So that's it for deployment. You want to see if you steal the initiative? It's cocked.
Second chance.
4. Alright, so didn't steal the initiative, so we'll come back at the end of top of 1. The combined fire from the Riptide, which did nothing. The rail guns, or rail rifles, Fire Warriors, suits, broadsides, and the missile suits here, and this 12-man squad of Fire Warriors killed all 12 bikes. And that was about it. This squad ran up. We had a jump move here of like 3 inches. Over here was like 4. And I overcharged the Riptide, and he moved 18. And that was it. So on to bottom of, alright, and the bottom of 1, Terminators came in here and over here in the terrain. These ones ended up getting shot up with interceptor from the broadsides. The other ones over here ended up getting shot up from interceptor from the ion accelerator on the Riptide. So he lost 2 there, lost 3 over here. And then the reprisal. He ended up killing 1 Pathfinder from his Predator over there. The Terminators killed 4 Fire Warriors there. These Terminators ended up killing the 2 battle suits that were there. And the guard squad moved up. First rank fire, second rank fire into the Fire Warriors here. Killed 5. And every squad that had to take a leadership ended up passing. So they're all good. And we're on to the next turn. Alright, we're at the end of top of 2. Ended up getting that Terminator squad down to 1. Combined fire from the plasma suit, the rail rifles, these 2 suits here, or the 2 Fire Warriors. And I think that was it. They're the ones that did most of the work. He went ahead and overcharged his jump pack and moved over again. Combined fire from the missiles here, and these Fire Warriors took out the last couple Terminators. And these Fire Warriors moved up, killed 2 Guardsmen, and we outflanked over here. Disembarked with the drones and the Pathfinders. They went ahead, shot the rear armor, and wrecked it. So that's it for top of 2. On to, alright guys, into turn 2. So, let's see. He moved up his guard blob. First rank fire, second rank fire into the Fire Warrior squad here. Killed 7. His Terminator that was there moved up, shot the Pathfinders, failed to hit, charged, and died to Overwatch. And that's about it. So they made their leadership, and nobody else had to take one. So that was it. And on to top of 3. Alright guys, end of the top of 3. We had a lot of stuff. Just kind of move up closer to his blob. These guys just moved over a little bit. And everything just poured fire into the blob squad. Killed quite a few, but there's still a lot there. Alright, so that's it. We'll see what he does on his turn. And cross our fingers. Hopefully he doesn't kill too much. Alright, into turn 3. Blob squad moved up. Got first rank fire, second rank fire on the Riptide. Took out 3 wounds and charged. The Overwatch resulted in 1 kill. And the assault resulted in 1 wound on the Riptide. And he did 1 wound back, so it was a tie. So they are locked in combat. That's it. On to Tau turn 4. Alright, the end of top of 4. A lot of moving. Most of this stuff here all just moved in. These guys all moved around. Jump assault moves. Broadsides just moved up. Smart missiles into the platoon command squad. Killed him. Other than that, it was just close combat. No wounds were taken by the Riptide, or else it would be dead. And he did 2 wounds back. So they stick in because they're fearless. And I'm hoping the Riptide dies on his turn so I could try to shoot him again. So let's see what happens. Alright, on to Dark Angels. So Dark Angels turn 4. Slap fight continues. No wounds done by either side. And that was about it. So on to Tau turn 5. You want to roll to see if it's night fight? We forgot to do that before. Shame on us. 5. So it is night fight. Yay. And we'll come back at the... Alright, Tau turn 5. Riptide died. And we were just talking about it. Realized that they shouldn't have charged the turn that they did. Because of all the rapid fire shots and first rank fire, second rank fire would disallow the charge. But he's new to IG. I didn't really pay attention. I forgot. So, yeah, it happened anyway. So, going to continue on. Other than that, it was just a bunch of moving. Guardsmen or fire warriors moved up. Suits moved around. So, we've got this objective. These guys are running towards that one. And the broadsides moved back a little bit, and that was about it. So, on to Dark Angels.
All right.
Dark Angels turn 5. Melta's moved up, shot at the Devilfish, went ahead and stunned it and charged with the grenades on the Commissar. Did nothing, so it's just sitting there. Azrael broke off, came over, shot Fire Warriors, didn't do anything, charged him, wiped him out. Like a boss. So we went ahead, already rolled to see if we continue. Got a 5, so we do. And that's it. So on to top of turn 6. End of Tau turn 6. And there's not much left. So the broadsides went ahead, shot at Azrael that was over here in this general area somewhere. And he's no longer there. And everything else basically just consolidated on the objectives. Poured fire into the guardsmen. There's the Lord Commissar and 2 guys left. That's about it. They passed their leadership. And we are going to see how much damage these IG Dark Angels people will be able to dish out. Alright, guys. See you at the bottom. Alright, guys. End of 6. He moved his guys around here. Got to the side. Threw a grenade. Didn't do anything. Charged it. Rail guns, or rail rifles over here. Killed a guy. And in close combat, he immobilized it. So that was it. We rolled to see if we continue. Got a 4. So we do. And we'll come back after top of 7. Alright, so we wrapped up turn 7 real quick. I just had the broadsides move up, fire their smart missiles. Got like 7 wounds. So we killed the last 2 and called it a game. Counted up points. It was 12-0. So it was just real harsh, I think, with Tau going first, killing most of his bikes, or all of your bikes,
All of them.
and then killing like half of his Terminators. As soon as they came in, he had a squad of 2 and a squad of 3 left.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, exactly half. And so yeah, that was pretty rough. Any final thoughts, bud?
This was just just a fun list. Do the blob, do the Terminators, do the bikes. Just get a nice little mix of fast attacks and elite Terminator goodness in there, which I don't know why I bring Terminators, because I roll 1s on them all day long, but I don't roll 1s on anything else. The Tau, absolutely ridiculous the first couple of turns. The dice were just absolutely on fire for the first couple of turns, just getting ridiculous amounts of wounds. Not statistical, like very, very unstatistical. Very, very high rate of fire and hits and wounds and everything like that. So it was pretty ridiculous. The other thing too, which now I know, you don't get the Jinx save from the scout move because it's considered redeployment. So that's another new move for me.
Yeah, it's something I learned this last weekend too at a tournament. I asked TO because I don't think it clearly states in the rule book.
It does not. I just read the rule and it says it only counts as redeployment. It doesn't count as a movement. And then you check the scout and Jinx stuff, and the rules state that during your movement phase, not during the scout or it doesn't say anything about scout or redeployment phase.
So yeah,
that's something to know.
It's hard to I guess there's pros and cons to it, because you could redeploy into ruins without doing dangerous or difficult.
Right.
But yeah, you just don't get the jink.
Mm-hmm.
So that really makes terrain placement important. You kind of want to be able to think ahead. Mm-hmm. And place your terrain where you know your bikes are gonna be.
Exactly. That's why I placed the terrain on my side how I did, because I figured, oh well, I'm gonna get that 5-up Jinx save, just start them on the front
And
lines,
move
get
up.
them up,
Right.
get the 5-up jink phase. Some are
Yeah,
gonna die,
because
but
we didn't have a lot of cover here in like the dead center of the board.
right,
Because you were expecting that jink save.
exactly.
So
Yep.
yeah, it's
Live and learn.
and it's hard when you set up terrain before you know if you're going first or not. Because if you're going first, you would have been right up on me with the jink save and shot me up first.
Yep.
So
Yep.
all right, well, good game again, bud.
Mm-hmm.
Lessons learned, and we'll come back with another report shortly.